Hi everybody, my name is Becky, and in case you don't know me or have never seen me, I have a weight loss surgery channel here on YouTube. My username is Bookie Rooney. I'll put it over to the side over there if you want to get to know me. Today I'm happy to be filling in for Cody's mom for Proof WLS Works channel. It's a great channel and I'm glad to be a substitute today. So the subject that I'm going to be discussing is, the question for today is, do you believe that you can be addicted to food? Why or why not? And then it says, if you say yes, what are your transfer addictions since surgery? Well, yes, I do believe that you can be addicted to food, and in a way I think it can be one of the strongest addiction there is. I have had other addictions. I've I've been borderline alcoholic in my past. I used to smoke. Um, I've never been addicted to drugs, but the smoking and the alcohol I was able to put down and put behind me and never look back. It was hard to give those things up, but at least with those things you can put them away and you don't have to pick them up again because you don't need them to live. When you're addicted to food, however, you can't just put it away and never look at it again. Food is going to be a part of your life until you die. So you have to learn to live with it. If you are an addictive personality, food can be just as addicting as anything else because we will use it to calm our emotions. We'll use it to celebrate. We use it to live. The hardest part is that food is such a big part of our society. I mean, look at when you're watching a television program within an hour, how many food commercials do you see? When there's a celebration, what do? We eat. I was taught from a very young age that food was a reward. Food is pleasure. Food is happiness. I mean, look how happy a child gets when they get a piece of candy or an ice cream. It's pleasure. So yes, it can become addicting because food can almost become your friend. When I was at my biggest and I was eating myself to the highest weight that I was at, food, I would find myself eating big quantities of food even though I wasn't hungry, trying to fill up whatever void it was inside. And it was really hard to stop, even though it made me miserable and even though I was ashamed of myself, the addiction was more powerful than my desire to stop. And I didn't know why I was doing it. I know it was wrong, but I didn't care. And that's where addictions are. I have a brother that's an alcoholic, and he's given up his whole life for it. And when you are an addict, even though you know it's wrong and you know that you're hurting yourself and you know you're hurting others, when you're in the middle of your addiction, you don't care. You just don't care. There's something that shuts off in your head. But it can be overcome. There's many wonderful people here on YouTube that have overcome their addictions to food, and it can be done. Yes, I have had some transfer addictions since then. One of them is internet, obviously. I've really can't say that it's hurt me. What it has done was taken a lot of time away from my family. And I know that's hard on my husband sometimes. It's hard on my little girl sometimes, but I almost feel like I need it. I need that connection, especially on YouTube. I have over 300 subscribers now that I feel obligated to. I feel like I need to report to you guys. I feel like I need to explain if I'm not successful. But in some ways it's pressure, but in other ways it's what's kept me going. So it's almost like my little lifeline, and it does keep me away from food. So yes, that's one of my transfer addictions. Another one is shopping. I find that shopping is my reward now, even if it's just going to the thrift store and finding something, just getting out and buying something new. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy, and it wasn't food, so I feel like I deserved it. But that can become a problem too. And here and there, I've had little addictions like sunflower seeds. I'll go a whole weekend where I'm eating nothing but sunflower seeds and like sugar-free lemonade, and I just can't stop. It becomes like an addiction, the salt or whatever it is in it that I just can't stop. So I know that I'm very addictive still, and I know that it's just right there on the surface, and you just have to be very careful of that, because food, I've learned this in my past, food and sex are the two God-given instincts that we have. Those two are the most powerful addictions that humans can have. So food, especially since you can't live without it, you have to be really careful when you give it up, because you feel like you've lost your best friend and you're trying to replace it somewhere. And so, my advice to all of you out there that have lost a lot of weight or have had surgery and are losing a lot of weight or are going to have surgery is to keep that in check. Because any addiction, no matter how small it seems, can ruin a person's life. It really can. So that's my advice. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'm very glad to be a substitute today, and I'll do it again if you ever need me, and I'll see you guys again another time. Take care. Bye-bye.